Ever wonder what the GPT stands for in ChatGPT? G, generative. P, pre-trained. T, transformer. Generative. It generates content. Not just text, but images, video. Pre-trained. This stuff is trained on content, text, images, video, that human beings, people, have created using their brains coming from their heart. These companies scrape everything that they can get their hands on. Free content, copyrighted content. They do not care. They go to pirated websites and download stolen content. They literally go to used bookstores, buy up all the books, rip off the covers, and scan all the content. I'm not kidding, folks. Look this shit up. These companies go to YouTube and they pull whole channels of content and rip the video, the transcriptions. These companies do anything and everything to get their hands on as much human brain, human heart, created content that they possibly can. Why? P in the GPT. To pre-train their what? To pre-train their transformers. Now, transformers is amazing technology that basically does this. Now, this is really simplified, but essentially does this. It chops up all that content that I just described into pieces. Each piece is called a token. Then what it does is it connects these chopped up tokens with other tokens based on two things. Based on what you're asking the model to do. When you type in, write me an essay, give me a recipe, or even now, book me a hotel room. It connects these tokens based on the transformer math, which is it connects these tokens to other tokens based on how many times these tokens have already been together, or how far close or apart they are in their usage when they've been used. Seriously, that's the essence of it. It's obviously more complicated. Now, why am I bloviating about this? Well, you'll wonder what the GPT is, but the GPT is the heart of both the opportunity and a lot of the problems of this new AI technology. Now, the opportunities are huge, and the economics is over the top. NVIDIA, who makes the chips, the microprocessors, responsible for what? For pre-training these models. You got all that content, you got to chop it up into tokens, and you got to draw all the connections. That takes immense computer power. And then when you do the ask, when you go to any one of these AIs, ChatGPT, Claude, Grok, they all use this same GPT. Then that takes a lot of computing power too. So the number one company in the world right now is, guess what? Is the chip manufacturer that makes the chips that process what? The pre-training and the processing of transformers so they could generate the answers for you. That's changed the world's entire economy. And this is brand new, folks. ChatGPT launched in November of 2022. And I'm sitting here bloviating August 2nd, 2025. It's nuts. It's completely changed everything. And it's completely changing the internet too. Remember websites? Remember Google? You go search for something on Google. What does it connect you to? It connects you to a website. And then you got to go on the website and find your stuff. Do your thing. Why would you want to do that? You just go to one of these GPTs and then it'll just give you the answer right straight up. That is changing everything. It's changing the internet. It's changing search. It's going to eventually get rid of websites, folks. Seriously. And soon. Why would anyone go to a website or build a website that people go to or have a search engine that takes you to a website when one of these GPTs can just give you the answer? Think about that. And meanwhile, what about the people creating that content that they've just scraped up for free? And all these companies are making trillions of dollars off content that you've created, that I've created, and are paying nothing for that content. That's what all this is about. It's a challenge. It's a challenge to our old models of doing things, and it's a challenge to people creating content where these huge trillion-dollar companies are ripping our work and not paying anything for it. Isn't it wild? Think about that.